Thank you. Yes, interesting presentations. A quick question first to the first speaker. You showed a bar chart about volatility within the dairy price and how that suddenly increased after 2007. In those earlier years, could that volatility all have been accounted for by seasonal prices? You know, the spring flush, etc. It tends to push the dairy. It was nothing more than that. Now, more on to the second speaker, and the slide is still up there, talking about a grazing premium, which is voluntary couple support. And I can remember going back with sheep, where you had something called a ewe premium. You got £15 per ewe, per adult sheep, as long as you had that between two specific dates in the year. And the result of that was people just piled them high. That was the expression. It didn't matter what they were like. You just got as many sheep as you could, and you farmed a subsidy. And it worked completely against the market because there were more lambs produced than the market could bear. And having seen that lesson, looking at this, and the slide there, a grazing premium for beef suckler cows, surely you don't see that being so open-ended that people can just keep claiming more and more. Is this going to be tied to a stocking rate? Will there be a maximum number per holding or per claimant? Will it only apply to upland land? I wondered if you could just flesh that out a little bit. And I was interested to hear Mr. Loiseau talking about the dramatic drop in French farmers. I mean, we in Britain have always looked at farmers in France where they had this, I think it was called a Napoleonic system, where the land kept being divided and divided and divided. So the holdings were completely uneconomic, and obviously some sort of adjustment had to take place. I mean, asking Mr. Loiseau, I mean, is it fair to say that many of these farmers have gone out of business? You simply couldn't make a proper business plan for their farm. It was just too small. And we have to accept that. That leads me on to the last point. If you're going to use public money to help in agriculture, I've often thought that maybe a scheme called retirement with dignity, whereby you gave a retiring farmer a lump sum, and he then forever afterwards was not allowed to claim any subsidy on his land. And what he might then do is simply let that land for an absolute pittance to a young farmer who actually could farm without subsidy. I mean, that young farmer might take on 3 or 4 holdings, but it would help break this generation gap. I'll leave it at that. Thank you.